అట్లా గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ వచ్చింది. ఇది ఏమన్నా లూజ్ అనుకుంటా పోర్ట్, గిట్టయితే అట్ట కష్టం కదా. Last example, how to design the CSS tables we completed. In that program, or 2-3 options pending, sir. But a program not available currently. System changed. Okay, next program I'm moving. Yesterday already time completed, so that's why we are not completed that program. Last 2 points available. But if I want to show the 2 programs, I have to write my again total code. While posting the program in Google Classroom link, a missing lines I'll add it and then post it. While posting of the, or while sharing of the program, what are the lines pending available? Those I'll add it myself and I'll upload into the Google. And move to the next example. Row span and call span. Tables continuation, sir. Row span and call span. These two are the attributes, not tags. Row span is one of the attribute of the table tags, and call span is also one of the attribute of table tags. It's not tags, just attributes only. What is the use of this row span and call span, sir? For column merging and row merging process. We are using for the column merging and row merging process. Row span used for merging of the rows. What is meaning of merge? Combining, sure, joining, oh, school joining, college joining, So basically row span option used to merge or to combine or to append. Meaning same as, sir, but situational wise the pronunciation is going to change. But Rama plus Rao, generally Rama Rao. What is that Rama Rao, sir? And it's a combining word. Rama is one word, Rao is the another word. Between the two words, if you use the plus, sir, the plus is nothing but an concatenation. Rama concatenated with Rao, then it becomes as a Rama Rao. Like that, first row, second row, I'm combining like this. Actually, 2 rows, when you combine the 2 rows, it displaying as a single row. How many rows we can combine like that, sir? Based on the table requirement. minimum 2 rows compulsory, because 1 row combining is not possible. So minimum 2 rows, maximum based on your data requirement. Like that, columns also we can combine. Combining of multiple columns, displaying as a single column. How many columns we can combine here, sir? Any number of columns we can combine, minimum 2 again. Either rows or columns, if you want to merge, if you want to append, minimum 2 numbers. Maximum 1,000 columns or 1,000 rows also we can use. There is no objections in that one. So what is the use of this merging, sir? After execution of the program, we'll get an idea of that one. So purpose theoretical, I'm going to writing here, sir. Rows merging, the purpose is to display the common data for multiple rows. To display the common data for multiple rows. More than one row, we want to display the same data, sir. So that cases we are using the row span. Without row span, sir, with 10 rows available, 10 rows inside same value available. But generally what we are doing, sir, is that value repeating 10 times. First row, Apple printing. Well, again, second row, Apple required, sir. One more time we are printing. But if you don't know this option, so 10 times if you want to print the same data, regular programming, 10 times we are typing the data also. That is unnecessary operation. Extra code plus unnecessary operation. Instead of 10 times typing the Apple, type once and apply for 10 rows. Possibility is there, sir. That is to display the common data for multiple rows. And how to apply that one, sir? Row span equals to 2 minimum, maximum you can write any number. Don't write the one, sir. If you write the one, we are not getting any outputs and we are not getting any special effects. Minimum 2 compulsory, maximum your interest. And where we have to use this row span, sir? This row span option we should be used in the TD tag. TD. So this attribute should apply on TD tag. Generally rows representation TR, sir. The rows representation TR only, but row inside data we are talking. See the previous point. I want to display the common data. Data never represented by the TR tag. Datas are represented by the TD tag. So option comes along with the TD. If I use on TR, sir, wrong merging is going on. Now the same points for the column span also, sir. Column span used for to merge the multiple columns and use it to display the common data as well as the common heading. Sometimes we are displaying the common data, sometimes we are displaying the common heading also. The 3-4 columns available. For these 3-4 columns, the same heading required, sir. That scenarios also we are using common heading for multiple columns. And the syntax comes like this: call span equals to n, minimum 2, maximum your interest. And this attribute should be applied on either TD or TH tags. Call span we can apply on TD as well as TH also. Why TH is comes, sir? I said here common heading. Headings are represented by the TH tag. Data represented by the TD. So as per our requirement, we can go for any of this. And these are the two options. Now we are going to implementing these two things in our program. Example number, remember? Now see the example. So first I'm designing the table without applying of the row span and col span. We'll see the actual output of the table. And then we will get an idea why we have to apply the row span and col span. First designing the table with normal format without implementing any special options. There is no meaningful data, sir. I'm just taking the rough data only. Just understanding of option is important here. I'm taking a rough data. This is the first column, triple A, and the second column, triple B, and a third column, once again, triple B. Next, the fourth column, again, triple B. The total, we have 4 columns. In that first column, different heading, but second, third, fourth, all 3 columns are the same headings only. And TR. Next data, I'm going to starting here. TD. A100 TD close. This is our first record. Data meaning, please don't ask because even I don't know that one. What is this A100, sir? A101, A111, sir? It's just a dummy data I'm taking here. And this is output as per my designing order, and this is the output. 6 rows available, including the heading, and 4 columns available. But now once observe the column headings. First column heading triple A, there is no problem. And second column, third column, fourth column headings are same headings are available. So we also designed the program 3 times. But instead of designing the 3 times, this single heading I want to display for the 3 columns as a common heading. Now here 3 columns, they have the 3 individual headings. But my requirement is for 3 columns, I need the common heading. So then apply the call span option. But what to do, sir? These are the repetitive headings, right? First heading, don't delete it, sir. Keep it the first time. Balance all are deleted. What are the same heading repeating? Remove that all repetitions. First one don't delete because first one never becomes as a repetition. So hold the first one, remove the balance all headings. Then go to this first heading, call span equals to 2. Suppose. But what happens, sir? The same heading is comes 2 columns commonly. But actually 3 columns, sir. First see this one, then 3 columns will see. These are the 2 columns and this is the common heading for the 2 columns. And now same thing, expand one more time. Write 3. Now we'll get the 3 columns common heading. This is the call span option. 3 columns and this is the common heading for the 3 columns. But how many columns you want to apply the common heading? That number of times you can just change the count. If I write the 1, what happens? Only 1 column only it will comes heading. Balance column, so hollow space, empty space. This is not looking good again, sir. So should expand and write the 3. And this is the final answer. So merging of the columns, merged as sir. Actually B places 3 boxes available. 3 boxes now displaying as a single box. The 3 boxes are combined and displaying as a single box. Why you combine like that, sir? For displaying of the common heading for multiple columns. That is the process here. Next one, row. Second row, first column data ABC. Again, third row, first column data ABC. Fourth row, first column data is ABC. 3 times ABCs are available. So what to do, sir? Once again, remove the duplicate or repeated ABCDs. So ABC first time, this is ABC second time, and this is ABC third time. So remove this second ABC and third ABC. Once go and remove that one. Remove. But what happens there? Column alignment changing. Because first column I deleted. So second column moving to automatically first column. Third column is moving to the second column. Adjustment is happens there internally, but we don't need that adjustment. All 3 columns move to forward. So backside will get the gap. This is not our requirement. Whenever you delete the data here, columns are existing. Without existing data, we have to drag up to 3 rows. So go to the first ABC, use the row span equals to 3. Now go and check it once. That is the process. For 3 rows of common data. Next, like that, we have the 2 BBBs. So remove that second BBC, expand the first BBC to second row also. So remove this one. And go to here. Once again, row span equals to 2 this time. row span equals to 2, and go and refresh it. You will get the output like this. So is it common data for these two rows or not? Yes, and this is also common data for these two rows. And BBB are the common heading for multiple columns. Common data for multiple rows available, common data for multiple columns available. And common data is also possible in vertically, sir. Yes, possible, sir. Suppose A202, A222 available, right? But this data I'm going to changing little bit. A202, A222 is available. I'm taking both are 202, 202. Data repetitions in our table, it's a general thing, sir. Data repetition is a general thing in our tables. But yesterday we designed the points table. Points repeated or not? Repeated. Sometimes number of matches repeating, sometimes points repeating. But yesterday we don't know this option. Go to again, we are printing. But today we are learning, so we can redefine the table like this, no problem. And check it once. This is my problem. A202, A202. But instead of displaying the 2 times, I want to display only 1 time here. So remove the second one, expand the first one to second one. Possible? Is second data delete it? We have to use row span or call span? Huh? Call span, sure, huh? Call span equals to 2. See that here call span I use it for TH combination, and here call span I use it for TD combination. That is what I explained already in the theory part. Go and refresh. The common box. Is there any align attribute or not? Huh? Is there any align attribute or not? Yes. So can we use an order? So data comes in the left side, sir. It's a default alignment. If you want to get into any alignment, sir, already discussions completed. You don't need take my permission. You have freedom, you can use. And so align equals to center. This is the process. So now program completed, sir. A small question or a doubt. These type of tables are you seen anywhere? No, na? Never. I bahu. Huh? Medical. Me bonda. Me marks list le leda idi. Amari. Sir, you are saying no, sir, and you never seen your marks list, huh? If you see your marks list, semester marks list to OD certificates, like a semester wise marks available, sir. Vertically, first semester and heading is comes first semester. Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, subject 4. My time, I think mark sheets available like that. But your generation, how they are printing, I don't know that one. So same way, again, you got a subject marks available, internal marks available, external marks available, and third column total marks. But these 3 common heading marks are available top. Internal, external, total. For these 3 columns, the top of that one, we have the heading marks. We have never seen any you rotated head like this. అందుకే మన మార్క్ షీట్ మనం చూసుకొని చెప్తేనే ఎప్పుడన్నా ఎప్పుడు చేసినా సార్. So best example, your mark sheets. acknowledgement cards. Sometimes mark sheet why ante we have all of you, we have the mark sheets, right? Without mark sheet nobody is coming to this room, right? Maybe some websites said that you somebody using that website, somebody not using that website. When you are checking your results in online also, you are typing some hall ticket number and get the result to submit. Bottom your marks memo is comes. At the marks memo also table format only it will comes. In the table format, these type of options available. Our banking transactions list, when you are taking the list of transactions, sometimes it comes in the table format only. There also we have this possibility of options. So this is the utilization of the row span and call span, sir. Both options are used in the same example and I use it repeatedly also. You don't have any chance to get the question. Can I use 2 times as sir? Can I use 3 times as I already used it here. And next, moving to the next topic, sir. And from this topic onwards, we have one special also here. Already 40 examples are completed. But with these 40 examples, one level we crossed on HTML. We are entering into the second level. But second level quickly completing, sir, not much, this much of time. So what is this first level and second level, sir? A small general knowledge questions. What is the use of HTML? To design the web page. Which kind of web pages? All types of only type static. Static web pages we can design. Okay. But if I want to design the dynamic web pages, backend technology support required. Backend is nothing but server-side technology support required. That is your advanced Java, ASP.NET and Python. So and HTML no need HTML plus advanced Java, HTML plus .NET, HTML plus Python. Then we can build the dynamic websites. Without touching HTML or without taking the support of HTML, websites we can't do. Lifetime if you try also you can't do anything. Guarantee. If you go for any web technology, officially or unofficially or implicitly, explicitly, HTML presence compulsory. Web programming, HTML compulsory. The mandatory things there. Suppose we have n number of students here. All our food habits are same? No. So, madam daily biryani, madam daily roti pulka, I am daily rice, white rice daily, right? We all take rice. Weekly once a non-veg and there. Sunday. So we are taking all of you food, but that food, I mean, that person food is different, my food is different. .NET to Java and Python. Or next PHP, next Angular, React to XML to JSON to jQuery, something like this. But we are all taking the different food type of items, so different types of cooking styles also. But we all are one common thing is required, that is water. If you take the roti, water compulsory. If you take the biryani, water compulsory. If I take the sambar rice, water compulsory. Water common component. Vegetarian, non-vegetarian, North Indian, South Indian, Afghanistan, American, water compulsory. Food items different. So water is HTML. Biryanis, rotis, pulkas, rumali rotis, paratas, all these are the different web technologies. If you go for any of these are HTML, water, at least one drop of water compulsory. So his static web pages. And the next question, what is the use of web pages, sir? Or why we are designing the web pages? First question answer properly given. Very good, Amma. Second question also continue like that only. I'll do the festival tomorrow. Sharing data na. I mean feelings emo. Sharing data, na sharing feelings. Data, sure. That is the only purpose. That is one of the purpose. One of the purpose. Second purpose, data sharing, nothing but an data presentation, nothing but an displaying the data. All are same. I'm calling data sharing, another person calling data presenting to the users, another person calling I'm displaying my information to the public. Anything, the meaning is same. It's one purpose. Very good. Second purpose, to accepting the data from the users. As a owner of college, I'm the management of this institute. Suppose, example, Mali, don't make it viral. Institute Shivakumar and owner Institute Shivakumar. Example, I'm saying, sir, this institute management me suppose, but my institute information I want to share to public. Then I'm going to designing my institute related a small galleries, features, achievements, how many trainings we conducted, etc., etc. But after displaying of all this information, public is watching this information, and somebody they're impressed or attracted. They want to join. But what I need as a management, I need the student who are interested, their contact details required or not. Yes, for that, what I'm doing end of my page is a small application form I'm providing, a small contact form I'm providing. Share your name, your email ID, your contact number. Our team contacts you. In almost all websites, we have this one, sir. But a last form, what it is doing, management sharing information to user or user sharing their details to management. So these are the two purposes of the web pages. Very good, Amma. Purpose. So one is the data presentation, and the second one is the data accepting. The data accepting we called as a user interfaces. Now once replay our first example to today's current example, 40 examples. What we did? First option, second option. Our first example of HTML to today's 40th example. First option we did. So 40 examples we displaying the data to users. Sometimes we are presenting the data in headings format. Sometimes we are presenting the data in paragraphs format. Sometimes we are presenting the data in numbering format, bulleting format, tables format, flexes format, grids format, etc., etc. Sometimes we are displaying the data in image format also. So first example to last example, displaying the data, displaying the data, displaying the data. Over. Now the second part, we are entering user interfaces. So from this example to up to 10, 15 examples, how to accept the data from the users. I want to take the username, phone number, contact IDs, email IDs, so date of birth, or date of time, or resumes, or photos, etc., etc., etc. So for that, we are going to creating text boxes, so password boxes, so submit buttons, so check boxes, so radio buttons, so uploading of the resumes, how sir. These all the things are the second part. First part, we are giving information to user, that over. Now give back. Give back my information again. So second part, as one small suggestion also here, full stack Java students and full stack .NET students especially. The second part is very, very important for you. Full stack Java students, full stack .NET students. The second part is very, very important for you. Reasons are, in future, you are attending advanced Java batch, or maybe somebody already attending advanced Java batch. But in next to first JDBC topic is comes, how to connect the databases. After that, you are going to starting the servlet and then JSP. Full stack .NET students, ASP concept. ASP.NET it will comes in future. So .NET students, ASP.NET, and Java students, servlets and JSP. The majority of these categories, I think, right? If you want to work with any of these things, this user interface compulsory. Without HTML user interface, these programs calling is generally not possible, and we are not going to calling also. Right. So what is the link between these two, sir? User interface, it works like as a client program. User interface, HTML user interface, it works like as a client program. And servlet and ASP.NET JSPs works like as a server side programs. Also called as, this is front end and this is the back end. So this is playing as a front end role and these all are playing as a back end role. But this front end to back end connectivity, a user interface. That programs now we are going to starting. The coming 5 to 6 days, those programs we are going to focusing mainly. Next one, another awareness point. Half of the students you are already attending Oracle batches also, as per my expectation, right? The balance of future you are going to planning batches, right? But Oracle participation also comes, sir, here. The Triangle Love Story movie directed by Shivakumar. So one hero, two heroines. But Triangle Love Story and that only. So how Triangle Love Stories are coming to that one? But user interface and I already said it's a forms, text boxes, passwords value. But user giving their user ID, password, or phone number, OTP. But that is right data or not? How can confirm it? You should go and check the database compulsory. Advanced Java first topic JDBC is starting. And you have already some SQL queries knowledge also, right? But in future, that SQL queries we are writing in these three technologies. Inside the ASP.NET, you are going to writing SQL queries. Inside the servlet, you are going to writing SQL queries. Inside the JSP, you are going to writing SQL queries. Right now, you are practicing in Oracle how to write the queries. That's all. You are daily working on the Oracle screen, black color screen, right? That is only for practicing of queries. Real-time applications, queries you are never writing at SQL prompt. Remember that. Real-time applications, queries we are never writing that SQL prompt in that black screen. The queries you must be type inside your backend technologies only. But if I want to type here, first how to write I should know, na? That you are practicing currently in your Oracle batches. So how to write the select command? What is the options in select command? What is the purpose of select command? That all the things you are practicing at the black screen that is called as Oracle prompt. After getting off the practice, the same queries you should be right inside these programs. What you practice in the SQL queries in your Oracle or SQL server, the same queries you have to write in these three technologies program inside. The future concepts. So here we have the database, whatever it may be. User interface, color changing here, see that. User interface connecting to one of the server-side technology and server-side technology taking the support of the database for cross-checking of the data correct or not. If data is correct, sir, database informing to that one, this program. And this program displaying your inbox. This is the process. I'm sending some data. The data issued by the backend technologies and they are connecting to the databases for cross-checking of this information. Cross-checking success, next you will get your inbox, your Gmail inbox, your Facebook inbox, your something inbox. Data not matching, still also will get something. One page with error message, invalid username and password. It is general process. See that a small live situation here. So this is our Facebook login screen. We have the login screen here. See that one, sir. Enter email ID. We are typing email and we are typing the password here. When you click on this login button, sir, it calls as a one server side technology, whatever it may be. In this Facebook, which program it is calling, sir? PHP program it is calling, because mostly Facebook developed with the PHP technology. The screen is also PHP page only. Login.php, the name of this screen. So it calls one of the server side technology with these details. Now the server side technology contacting with the database for cross checking. Success, sir. Database is giving the response to this one. Now the server side technology displaying your next home page. But is the triangle love story? HTML page to server side to database. Well, again database to server side to HTML. Through and flow triangle. So this is, sir, how much it is useful for us. So especially these two candidates, little bit carefully. So moving to the second component and the second part, UIs, user interfaces. Why it is called as user interface, sir? User interfering with your web page. But previous program, sir, previous program where user interfering? This is only, kada? Last 40 examples, see that one. After opening the web page, what happens, sir? They're just watching your page, that's all. They're not typing anything, they're not dragging anything, they're not selecting anything. They're not doing anything. Just what are the data you displayed on the web page, they're just watching, that's all. And then, so that is only viewability purpose. And now we are going to you interfering. So users, they are contacting with your web page. They're doing some works on your web page also. Then that is called as user interference. And another meaning of this one, sir, interface general meaning mediator. Interface general meaning is mediator. So this web page is the mediator between the user and the server side technology. I want to see my list of mails. List of mails available in server. How can see? First show your identity. Show your username and password. Your identity proof correct as sir. Server displaying your list of mails. So where I have to show the identity, sir? Login screen. Login screen is user interface or not, sir? Yes. So user interface is another meaning, this one. The pages are playing as a mediator roles between the users and server side technologies generally. But in this user interface, the main concept is taking data from the users. How to take the data from the users, how many models are available, those we are going to discussing. The very first tag in this second part is HT input tag, sir. The very first tag in this second part is input tag. So what is input tag and what is the purpose of this input tag? Those I am going to explaining. Tag name is input. Input is a very popular name for your programming. If you are the programming students, sir, input word is very popular. C programmer, Java programmer, Python programmer, .NET programmer, input is the very popular. Reasons are, when you run the program in any language, sir, we have to give some input values. Enter X value, enter A value, enter B value, enter Y value, enter Z value. What is all these things? Input. For taking off that input, every subject providing one function also. Some subjects are scanner classes, some subjects are scanf, some subjects are console, like that. Same way, HTML is also providing one tag to take the data from the users. If you want to accept the data from the user, you want to take the data from the user, we have to use this tag. Just like this, sir. Some of the students, you know this function, right? Scanf. Some students, you know this class name. Scanner. Some students, you know this class name. Console, right? Different subjects. First one C, sir. Second one Java. Third one .NET. So three subjects, if you want to accept the data from the users, you are going to using these. Like that HTML, if you want to take the data from user, we are using the input. Functionals are, HTML is not programming, it's a tag oriented language. For that input operations also, we are using the tag only. Output tag only, input is also tag only. So this tag used to take input values, also called as runtime values, also called as dynamic values. Which word you are familiar, which terminology you are more comfortable, take the terminology. Input values, nothing but an runtime values, nothing but an dynamic values. From user, the main purpose of the tag is this one: accepting input values from the user, otherwise accepting the runtime values from, or otherwise accept taking the dynamic values. Dynamic values, runtime values, input values are the same things only, meaning same only, but one person using input values, one person using the dynamic values, or somebody is calling runtime values also. A C student, if you ask anybody what is the use of scanf functions, sir, mostly our answer is to take runtime values. As a C student, what is the use of scanf function? Maximum answer is to take runtime values only. What is the use of printf, sir? To display the data. These are the pronunciations person to person changing, that's all. The basic purpose. Just understanding, sir, theory point of view. Programmatically input tag, what it is doing, sir? Programmatically input tag is helping to create the input elements. How many elements are? More than 14 elements we can create. Input tag used to create input elements. Input elements. Already tag available. Again, what is this element, sir? I'll show the difference. See that one. So this is tag, sir. When you are using this tag, we can create some different type of items. One is the text box, second one is the password box, third one is the checkbox, fourth one is the radio button, fifth one is the date control. This is password, this is checkbox. But this date to this checkbox, this text box, all these called as the elements. These all are called as elements. All these elements are created by using one tag. The tag is called as input. So it's a multi-purpose tag. That is the meaning. Previously, most of the tags are the single purpose. Paragraph used for displaying of the paragraph. IMG tag used for displaying of the image. HR tag used for drawing of the line. Almost single uses. But this is the multi-purpose. Kamal Hassan. Multi-talented and model. So our HTML Kamal Hassan, this one input tag. Why, sir? 14 to 20 items we can create by using this single tag. The elements list also I'm writing here, sir. Those are text box, password box, number box, hidden box, hidden field, reset button, submit button, image button, checkbox, radio button, date, email, URL, time, file uploading control, color control, etc., etc. All these varieties of controls we can create by using the one and only tag, input tag. Almost I listed 15 items, sir, if you count it. Text box, password box, number, like the total 15 names I already listed. But still we have etc. The more than that. So these elements, doubt availability, you can write somewhere in the right side, elements. These elements are created by this tag. So tag to element to difference is this one. Tag is the coding, sir. When you run that coding, something displaying on the web page. What you are watching on the web page, that is called as the element. For displaying of this one, we should develop some logic. That logic, what you are using, that is called as the tag. And next one, what is the nature of this tag, sir? It is unpaired tag. It is unpaired tag and inline tag. Input is the unpaired tag and inline tag. Next one. So input tag we can create for 15 items, sir. Okay. Which is the default item in this one, sir? Means go for one of our previous concepts, order list, unorder list available. If you are not specified the type, which model it is creating by default? One case 1, 2, 3 numbers. Second case dot. Bullet say if you are not specified anything, or you specified but spelling mistake or wrong specifications are, in all that cases automatically it is activates the text boxes only.
Recording in progress.
Type of element you are expecting, write the corresponding words, sir. I want to type the passwords, sir. Write the passwords. I want to type the first name, last name, father name, mother name, sir. Go for the text box. Simple. One of these 15 we have to type here, sir. What is this dot dot, sir? Type is the one of attribute of the input. Like that, how many attributes we have, sir? Approximately 14 plus attributes are available. The typo continuously 14 attributes are supporting to the input tag. These 14 attributes, first time we are going to discuss. Previously, I never explained. And we know already some align, width, height, SRC, color, background color, sir. Apart from that, here we are going to learning newly 14 attributes. So while using of input tag, these 14 plus a previous combined we can use. The input tag information. In this input tag, the very first I'm going to starting how to work with text boxes. What is the
Recording in
user text
progress.
box current? I already explained here to take the input values from the user. That I'll write here. Text box is one of input element. Text box is one of input element used to accept data from user. Used to accept the data from user. Which kind of data we can take from the user, sir? Any type of data, sir. Any type of data. Why, sir? Text is nothing but a string. Text is nothing but a string. Programming language students, they are calling the string, sir. As a web page developer, we are calling as a text. A text is nothing but a string. A string can store any type of values. Any type of values. Because a text is a group of characters. Character means what, sir? Alpha, beta, digita. Character means alpha, beta, digita. Both. Alphabet is a character, digit is a character, symbol is also character, space bar is also character, enter is also character. In our keyboard, how many keys available? Those every key is a one character. 108 keys are available, sir. 108 characters. A text or a string is a collection of these characters. So we can type any type of data also. Means names, numbers, contact numbers, email IDs, height, weight, addresses, anything we can type that one. So this box allows to type any type of data. Any type of data. Any type is nothing but an integers allows. Your maximum programming students here, sir, your point of view I'm writing here means it allows the numeric values, means numbers. It allows the names, no problem. It allows the dates also. Date also we can type in text box, and it is allows the time also, etc., etc. Numbers, any type of numbers, names, dates, times, all varieties it is allowing to type it, no problem. And which scenarios we are using these text boxes, sir? Scenarios I am writing, sir, situations or use cases. So use cases is one is enter first name, enter last name, or enter full name, enter father name, enter mother name. Some application forms we have like this. Use cases. First name scenario, text box only we are using generally. Last name scenario, text box we are using. Our full name scenario, text box we are using. Our username scenario, text box only we are using. Our password available, not text box. Email ID scenario, we are using this one only. Next to contact number, phone number scenario also we are using this one only. Next to PAN card number, Aadhaar card numbers available, those also we can. PAN card. You have to write code, sir. That is text box only. You should write the code. Don't allow the characters and taking the support of JavaScript. You should write the code. Directly phone number component not available in HTML. Phone numbers allowing or something allowing a secondary, sir. But here I'm explaining the purpose of the text box. Text box rectangle shape appeared white color boxes all are text boxes, sir, in websites. We have this much of shape. this much of height and this much of width, white color it will comes mostly. Border, black color border or blue color borders available. Those all are mostly text boxes only. But the text box allows only phone number only, sir. The JavaScript you should be right. There is no direct option for that one. No, directly I want to take the phone number only, sir. That component not available. So what type of data you are expecting in that field? A data related coding writing compulsory. That is called as the JavaScript validations. You have to develop the validations compulsory. Without validations, I think no chance. Etc. etc. Sir. Like that of scenarios, you can imagine balance. Address available, landmark available, something available. Next, in this text box, how much data we can type it, sir? How much data we can type it, sir? Lakhs of characters we can type, sir. Unlimited, no chance, sir. Lakhs of characters we can type. How many lines we can type it, sir? Only one line. A text box allows to type only one line, but the line contains lakhs of characters. No problem. Like as your programming language is string variables size limits available, no? That I am explaining. More than one line we are unable to type in the text box. Remember that one. No, sir, I used some website, I typed more than one line, sir. Maybe it's not text box. It's not a text box, sir. Chances is that these type of questions conformly. So before you asking yourself, I'm explaining that point. Some of the websites, maybe you typed more than one line of data in the same box, but it's not a text box. Because I already said text box size like this. But when you are typing the multiple lines, the text box size comes like this. The tag is different, the component is also different. So we can type number of characters, lakhs of characters we can type, sir, no problem. Number of characters, but only one line. But only one line. One line. I want to type the 50,000 characters, sir. Type 50,000 characters, but that must be in the single line only. On a flex concept, you remember? If I display the 20 tags in flex concept, how many lines it is arranging? One line. 2000 elements if I display, one line only. Like that, this is also. Like the 20,000 characters, but that should continues in the single line only. Next one, syntax, sir. Input type equals to text. Input type equals to text. The rest of attributes your interest. Height, width, color, background color, something, alignment, so font size, everything your choice. But a type equals to text is compulsory. Now see the example. So input type equals to text. And before that, I'm going to showing one small thing here. I'm just using, but type of control requires the text box only. Automatically text box only it creates. This is our text box. and place the cursor, you can type the data here like this. The default it's created. When I'm typing the data scrolling, flex concept also, if you have the more component scroll bar is comes, here also data scrolling, sir. It's just rounding like that internally. Threads available, the thread, how we are going to rounding like this, data also rounding internally like this. Like that, how many characters I can type it, sir? Almost 2 lakhs characters we can type it, sir. Your energy, we can type, no problem.
Recording in
Something
progress.
wrong information I'm giving fish. Now it's creating fish as a fish. Again text box only it will comes. That also I said few minutes back. If you are giving information wrongly, then also it creates the text box. So now still also output is text box only. So default option is text box. Wrong specification is also text box. It's just awareness point, sir. Now come to actual coding. So input type equals to text. This is official coding. Same result there. We arrive here. We designed the code clearly previously with mistakes. So a text box is created with all these explanations. What are the 3-4 points I explained? With all these things, a text box is created. Now use this text box for these purposes. If I want to create one more text box, sir, you just write one more tag. Again, input type equals to text. 2 text boxes. Like that, how many text boxes required for your web page? Just repeat the tag that number of times. I need 20 text boxes, sir. Write 20 times input, 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 input. We have already full experience, sir, repetitive of the tags. Some examples, IMG tag used so many times. Some examples, paragraph uses so many times. Some examples, division tag used so many times. Recent examples, TRTD, TRTD, TRTD. So these are the 2 text boxes. Here we can type some data. And here we can type some data. First name, last name. That's all. First name, one text box, and typing of the last name is another text box. And basic text box creation, this one. Then we have to discuss about some settings. The settings I said few minutes back, we have the 14 attributes here. A one by one attribute we have to discuss it. That we'll see on the next session. Thank you all.